And welcome to another episode of Beer Man's No Bowl Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from Resonant Culture Brewing out of Charlotte, North Carolina. This beer is called Kids on Holiday. The description says Berliner style Weiss ale fruited with 1,200 pounds of South Carolina peaches. I don't want to say it. I just don't like when they say a certain amount of fruit or a certain amount of additive, because unless you do research and know how much of it they actually made, that means nothing, because they could have used 1,200 pounds in a couple barrels, which would be absolutely insane, or they could have used 1,200 pounds in 100,000 barrels, which means that wouldn't have imparted any taste. So it's not necessarily to knock Resonant Culture, but I just think that's silly for them to put the amount of fruit. I know it sounds like a lot, but unless you have a basis of how much beer that goes into, it really doesn't mean anything. That's just my opinion, to throw it out there. This base is the base that I believe they've used, or this is the same base they've used for the other Berliners, which have all been really tasty. So, pretty excited to crack this guy open. It also says 4.5 ABV. So as you can see, it pours a darker straw color with there's about a finger's worth of white head that's dissipating pretty quickly. It looks like it has decent carbonation. I mean, there is a lot of peach in this. It is very, very peach forward. I'm almost to the point where you get like a very light grainy character and almost like a Belgian yeast, like wit beer yeast, but for the most part it's straight peach. It's not like, I don't know, like some peach wild ales really have that like peach skin, like rustic. It's not that. It's just like straight peach flesh, but it doesn't taste like artificial, or it doesn't smell like artificial juice either. It just smells like really fresh peach, which I'm excited for. So yeah, that is definitely pretty peach forward. There is still little bit of a grainy wheat beer yeasty character in the back end, but for the most part it's very peach forward, and I appreciate that a lot, and I like the fact that it still has a little bit of a beer character. Whatever, I know, like, obviously the brewer, he knows what the hell he's doing, but whatever the base beer in this, they use like the base Berliner Weiss, which I don't think I've had. I had the base Kettle Sour, which is used for some of their other stuff, but I don't think I've had the base Berliner Weiss. But to me, it's just like, it's a perfect canvas for these fruits, because it's not fruited enough where you don't taste it, but it's like so neutral. It has a little bit of tartness. There's none of that butyric acid character at all. It still has a little bit of that wheat beer character. To me, it's just a perfect canvas for the fruits that they put them on. I mean, it's so good because it's really super refreshing. There's a ton of fruit flavor, but it still has that light, yeasty, grainy character that still tastes like beer, and to me that's what these styles still should have. Really, this tastes like, to me, it's, I said this to one of my friends, it's very similar to Weldworks Peach Climacteric, but in like Berliner Weiss form instead of like an actual sour beer. Because the peach characters just through the charts, and I think sometimes with sour peach beers, the sourness actually brings out the peach flavor, and the more it actually tastes like beer, the less it tastes like peach, because peach is a hard, like, you have to put in so much peach to really get a big peach flavor. It's not like raspberry that's just like punch you in the face. So there's something to be said for that. I don't know. I know they're like, I don't even know what size their system is, because they're new, but they're bigger than most new breweries. So I don't know what size their system is, but it still doesn't really matter, because who knows that it was like one full batch. It could have been less. They could have brewed 2 batches of the Berliner. I don't know. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of peaches in this. So on my scale, and I'm trying to think what the price was. I think it was because actually I did not buy this. I swapped a Dancing Gnome 4-pack for it for one of my a guy I know who works at Resident Culture did the trade with me. But I think it was less than our IPAs. I think it was like $16 for a 4-pack. It's like $4 a can, which this is absolutely worth it. It's really, really tasty stuff. I probably going to be down in Charlotte tomorrow, so if they still have some left and I'm close to Resident Culture, I'm probably going to buy some more of it, because it's pretty nice stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got on this guy. Please like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.